Good day, lords and ladies. In the last episode, we basically dealt with our youngest brother, and then our twin sister came to us with an offer. She wants us to basically either kill a member of the Admiralty or infiltrate basically this world setting of like the communists. Like it's basically there's like either it like basically it's like a labor revolt, like people's revolt for equality and egalitarianism. So basically a socialist movement, and they basically want us to infiltrate them because they have rebellious ideals and to overturn the social order for the workers, after all. I'm probably going to go and deal with her, basically the one that's working for the Rise, because she's the biggest threat to my current power. Yeah, Rise Firebrand. So let's deal with her. If Semley's afraid of auditors and so it. She's offers the pamphlet. She hears the Rise, a loose group of unions organised and freedom fighters campaigning for workers' rights across the area, because that's never gone wrong in the past before. So let's get that done. Rightio. So we've read through this in the last episode. She's offering us work. She finds out that we've been disowned and all this kind of stuff. We can ask her about Muffley. She doesn't like her because she's privileged. Mulia 3 is basically our sister. So let's go and agree to help. You know what? That sounds grand. I always was a black sheep. Anything I could do to stick it to my better sounds good to me. That's great. Happy to have you on board. This isn't the first time a Rise cell has convened here in the Pearl. We actually had a collective about a year ago. What happened? Oh well, the Servant Spore was particularly good that year, and some lost their discontent. But the bonds that bind remain strong, and I believe it's time for us to meet again. Right, so I'll round up the gang then. Just give me the names. Round up the gang and give them purpose. Perhaps you could inspire them to action. Our old headquarters are currently in Admiralty hands, reuniting us with our home. Their energies are good there. The best of the old crew were Danelle, Leque, and Hammond. In my meditations, I felt their unrest. I believe they are once again ready to walk with me. Danelle is a noble actually, but enjoys slumming it with us, not unlike you actually. A Gus after my own pus. Leque has connections with the Jacks, which adds value. Lastly, Hammond is a servant and usually miserable. It should be simple to get him back on board. Just one thing to bear in mind, their auras aren't exactly in sync with one another. They're what? We were once united in purpose, but they were never united by affection. The three of them despise one another. I trust you to find resonance that brings them amplitude. So, and if not, I can at least make their ears ring. Okay, so we need to convince them to turn up. Tranquil Firing Squad. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. He dislikes us. He likes us. Okay. Hammond has never seen the bright side, if only because the bright side stayed out of sight. Ask about the Rise. What's the deal with you and the Rise, huh? The Rise, of course, cut to my marrow. But Samel wasn't cutthroat enough. She believed a transition could be peaceful. And after our cell fizzled out, I lost heart. Now I have yearned to be part of that. How I'd yearned to be part of that Grotbog faction, killing spark barons with mud up to their ears. That sounds great. Ask about Leque. About Leque. Think they'd be an asset to the rise again? The Queer and I don't always see eye to eye, but such people are necessary cogs in the machine of change. With his jack connections, our cell can be properly outfitted. And with the right equipment, we can really wreak havoc. Ask about Danelle. What about Danelle? That gut-diving snipe? He treated us like spectacles in a travelling show. Our woes, our struggles were all baubles for his amusement. I suspect his instinctivity. I suspect his insincerity was reason for our movements failed. Basically, he wasn't sincere enough. Insincerity. Rightio, let's convince him. Man, that's going to be a hard sale. We can try, but boy oh boy. You know, you could just go back on board, be the change you want to exact on the world. The cause calls. The question is, do I submit? Okay, so he's coming out swinging. Who's punting us for 9? He's punting us for 9 every turn. Good grief. Discard a card. We'll discard that one. Let's get that out. This is gonna suck, because no matter how I flavour this... Okay, he's really hitting hard. Right, let's get that out. Get some armor out. Let's try and not die straight away. So he's armoring up. Yeesh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna die. Gain 2 actions. Okay. Gains 2 actions. Draw a card for each friend you have in the rise. Okay, that doesn't work for us. So why is that being affected by 2? Okay. Yeesh. That's nasty. Like, he's really not messing about. I mean, we can stave off some of the damage. But we can't really do a ton. Yeah, I know. I need to basically... We're going to have to basically get some food inside of us soon. And this sucks. Like, we're taking a pounding. Any negotiation cards worth picking up? Gain 3 renown. Yeah, only if we have no renown to spare, that's fine. Those 2 increased as well. Get some composer is always great. Okay, insert notions. Okay, so this is leveled up. So we can go negotiation, which basically gives us diplomacy cards. Gain influence, or we get an attack card that runs off renown and hits all opponents' arguments. So let's go with the diplomacy option. That upgraded, which is nice. Whenever you gain renown, apply 2 composers to a random friendly argument. Very nice. Okay. Semi's chain. She's much more ruthless now. That stuff in Grotbold really inspired her. Your accent, Semi will make sure you see it. And if the blue blood if a blue blood and 2 falls, and if a blue blood or 2 falls in my path, all the better. I'm in. Command falls in line behind you. Join your group. Okay, so we need to basically heal up somehow. I need a little bit more money. How are we going to get them to join? Because I don't have a ton of resolve left. Yeah, this is going to be painful. Convince them now to join the cell. Smith, I have something for you. Is that so? And am I supposed to refuse at first? Can I never remember which car? I can never remember which classes get which customs. We're business partners, so take what's yours. You were right about the Sweet Morif bar. Profits have been unexpected. I feel like you deserve a cut. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You grease my back, I'll grease yours. And together we'll slide away into fortune, yeah? I suppose. She loves us, and so we get a lovely payout. You can negotiate for greater quest rewards. Rightio. But fortunately for us, that money means that we can go to... Wait, not the party store. Wrong place. We can go to our old friend and actually get ourselves healed up. Buy a drink. That will top up our resolve, which is fantastic. Let's go to the party store. And let's look at the backroom stores. Let's add a battle graft. Cost 100 sil, and we lose a bit of health, but we can always get it replaced. And having an extra battle slot is pretty powerful. Okay. And let's go to the negotiations. I want to try and pick the next one where we have a friend in, so we can get a benefit of that. Okay. So this one has our friend in it here. Which will give us, though they love us, which will basically give us a nice boost. So let's talk. Danelle is almost as good at spending money as he is at earning it. Hopefully the balance never tips. Ask Danelle about the rise. Hey, you ever think about getting back into the rise? It's pretty cool these days. Cool? Yeah, I hear you and me got stuff in common. Thought you might like to know I endorse it. But you're old. I ain't old. Guess I can join up. Like, ironically. Ask about Danelle and Aqui. I'm going to be approaching the Aqui too. That going to be a problem? Ugh. I learned last time that being a revolutionary meant keeping the company of posers like that. Aqui is only in it for the money, and I was the biggest target. Hammond? Shamil mentioned you maybe don't think much of Hammond. That true? What? No, not at all. Hammond was the real deal. He brought authenticity to the whole experiment. If Hammond is back on board now, that would be a compelling lure. Convinced Danelle to rejoin. Opponent has minus 10 resolve, looks up to Hammond. Okay. So what do you say? You want to back in? Well, if Hammond's in it, I can't refuse. I'm too addicted to the sincerity, you know. It's like really living. Okay. So he's coming right out the bait to punch us in the face. So let's armor up. And then we'll hit that. Got a couple of things left. So let's draw this, see if it's any worth us dumping any of these cards. We'll drop that, play that card, and then we'll basically punch this guy's argument. Okay, so that's gone. He's got to try and bribe us money, dismiss a random enemy intent. So what does this do? Okay, so that did nothing. Great. So I just wasted that for nothing. Let's absorb that. Play this. And then we'll basically do this. Okay, so he's coming out swinging again. I need to actually... armor up. Take care of that. Pay 10 sil. I suppose. Not worth it. So that's coming online. His impatience is growing. Okay, so he's coming after that with intent. We can block that. Let's hit him with this. Yeah, it's fine. I'm saving out for when I have a really good... Oof. When I have a really good hand of... well, a great hostility to play. Here we go. And he'll die this turn. Nothing we particularly want. Nope. Yeah, won't find what we got. Upgrade this. Gain 1 resolve for every card in your hand +2. Draw a card, game renown. Let's get lots of renown. That's done. And our next graph upgraded, which is fantastic. Start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card by 2 in your hand. That's really nice. Okay. Mattel, healed up. Think of the big picture, kid. The rise has taken off in the bread field and got bog. You want to be the last one of them to join a revolution, or do you want to be its mascot? It's a good point. And why should the labourers get all the esteem anyway? They always get all the credit. It's time they share the spotlight. Yeah, fine. Let the blue-blooded pig into our midst. At least it gives me the chance to prove this is a cause worth dying for. What happened? Yeah, he's joined our group. Right here. So we got that person. Health is okay. Okay, let's go and grab the last person. Word is the Queen makes money on the side stooging for debt brokers and keeping the directs well stocked with labour. The Queen nods an acknowledgement of your presence. Well, it's a start. Ask the Queen about the rise. Used to be the rise, right? Fancy taking it up again? Yes, yeah. Believe it or not, there's not a big market for contraband weapons for the nobility. When the rise was active, there was big spenders. Almost could have brought my own way into nobility if I'd wanted. Ask about Danelle. What about your old teammate Danelle? Sill sucker. Oh, that kid was the best. Footing the bill for every expense, ordering doubles everything. Half the stuff I sold him was even real. Ask Lequi about Hammond. You work closely with Hammond at all? Too often. He did nothing but yammer on and on about revolution and change, as if there was ever been a point in history when things were fair. You think the vagrants had justice and equality all figured out? Then how'd we end up stuck down here on this diseased mudball with only scraps to pick at? Sounds like you've got some ideas of your own about need yammering. Forget I said anything. Okay, get him to join. Yeah, he's going to be a pain because of Hammond is a fanatic. Rise could use your connections. You want to come back? If Danelle has got good, is that Danelle you got with you? Don't realise you were bankrolled. You expect me to follow Hammond around again this time? Time is money, and that bloative bio Vitor waste both. Okay, so this is going to be a pain, but we have a lot of these cards, so with the rage card stuff. So let's start playing with these things. Let's get that out because that's played twice. With 2 cards left, let's get that on the field. And let's get a nice armament up, and then we can kill off his arguments. Let's go! He's crafty. Let's go with nepotism. And we'll go with Bavard to finish it off. He's going to be trying to basically damage our arguments with these underlying things. Okay. None of which can get through. But let's armor up. I should have armored up that one. Why didn't I notice what was going on? Killed off one of those, just a pain. Right. Gain a ton of renown. We'll apply some composer. And let's just smash through his shielding. take a little bit of damage, which hurts. So where's he going? He's going after that one, which I won't allow. We'll play this. That's dead this turn. You must target the snare. Here we go. I'm okay with what we have. So let's get some more money. We'll heal up, get some metal. With the pilgrims in town on the news from Bog the Rise, it's going to be more fluff than ever. Someone's got to profit, right? Business calls, it seems. I'm in. Excellent. Now let's talk supply lines. I have ideas about exactly which head should roll and in what direction. So now we're just letting anyone join? Okay. So we got everyone together. My health's okay. I wouldn't like to go into a hard negotiation. If we take this, we'll get a little bit tipsy, which we can sleep off. Let's do it. Yeah, getting tipsy. One's a battle card, one's negotiation, but that's fine. I can get rid of them. Okay. And let's go and then talk to our contact. You approach the Rise's erstwhile headquarters here in the Pearl. It is calling your Admiralty. Alright, this is our first order of business as a team, retaking your old headquarters. It won't be easy, but we're in this together, and Samel gave the orders. Right, let's get into bribe the Admiralty, get Hammond to rally the troops, get weapons from Lequy. There, let's get Danelle to bribe the Admiralty. You get Danelle to approach the Admiralty alone and pay some of them to go away. One of the guards recognizes Danelle and exchanges a fraternal handshake before dispersing. I only had to promise my tickets to the most exclusive event in the Pearl. Do you know how hard it is to get those? Not just anyone else gets to poke the great beating with an anointed stick. Get them to round. It's the troops, Hammond. Why don't you say something to get everyone's feeling the mojo, huh? I shan't bore you with unnecessary words, just know that this will be the first victory of many. Ah, effective. Let's get some weapons. Lequy, whatever you got, what you got for us, huh? Someone like you always carrying. Ah yes, in exchange for sills. There's an Admiralty squad now, it's loaded with goods. It's an Admiralty squad now, it's loaded with goods. You'll be able to take whatever you want once we're inside. Fine, I can spare these. Take RPGs. Let's go for the attack. Yeesh, this is going to be nasty. You charge the Admiralty positions. Let's go. Because they're punching hard right off the bat. So let's get some armor up. Let's get some alcohol up. And we need to get these guys to either flee or die. Let's go. And then we'll basically do this. Took a little bit of damage. We should be able to handle them. Okay. Let's get some defense. We'll drink this. Let's play Smith's Flask again. Right, so we've got a couple of things we can do left. Do you have trauma? Impaired. Evaded. That's fine because we can still do this. Took a little bit of damage. That's not great. Okay, so they're coming out. We can't break this guy, unfortunately. Armor him up. Okay. So let's empty a bottle on him. And then we'll go... So he's back on their feet, which is not great. There we go. We need to do 12 more damage for him to yield, and we're not going to be able to, which is actually pretty bad. Let's accept their surrender. He hates us because we basically killed people, yeah. Yeah, killed his friend. Members of the Amity will now help you in battles or negotiations. Yeah, that was pretty bad, to be honest. Killed a lot of people. Alleviate heal equal to your Moxie. I'm not running on Moxie, let's go with that. And some battle cards, a lot of battle cards leveled up. Deal 1 damage bonus for every card played its hand. Let's go with the trauma, because I haven't got a way of playing multiple cards yet. Beyond the standard 3. Right, so this upgraded. What do we get out of this? The target has no trauma, apply 2 trauma. Target attack 3 times, expand, then restrained. This one is drink, gain to adrenaline, draw a card, expand a 1 empty bottled card from your deck to apply 1 wound. That means double damage. This means wounds basically inflict bonus damage on attacks. Let's get this one. This increased improvised card from a pool of upgraded special cards. Okay. And this one is improvised plus. Improvised plus a card from a pool of special cards. Choose one of 5 cards to put in your hand. Okay. One of 3 cards, but they've been upgraded. That has a wider impact. Let's go with the upgraded ones. This upgraded as well. Extra defense. I don't like playing destroyed cards. Earn a bunch of Mattel. Some negotiation cards. 1 second, folks. You have driven off the Admiralty and regained the headquarters. What did we lose? Red tape, yeah, will no longer help us in battle or in negotiations, which sucks. Yes, that wasn't as simple as it looked. Go tell Samel we're back in business. Yeah, let's go and say we're back in business. Yeah, let's negotiate for a better deal. I'm going to need a little bit more money. Rightio. So, first things first. Let's see if we can get some defences up. Game renown equal to the amount of things played. Okay, let's discard that. Which is a stupid thing to do in my opinion, but hey ho. We're going to take a bit of damage, but that's okay. Because we can go... this... that. Straight hit for 5 hurts. Not happy about that. Oh, it gets rid of one of their abilities. Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. I can play. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay. And let's just finish this off because we don't have anything more that we can get out, I don't think. There we go. I'm okay with negotiation cards. Some Mattel would be nice, some health. Fine, I'll give you an extra 130 sil to finish the job. If it comes to 230 sil, you better not fail. Good news, Samil. The revolution is back on. That's wonderful, of course. I've managed to double our recruits amongst pilgrims, but your effects are very important as well. Our spiritual family grows apace. Whatever you say, boss. We now get paid 230 sils you gain from Mattel, and a bonus of 120 sils. Universe will correct itself. You seem awfully chippy for a revolutionary. There's no reason why you can't achieve autonomy with a smile. Bloodshed is only a worst-case scenario. Right, so speaking of bloodshed, right, we'll discuss it later then. I've got cupcakes I should be baking for a cult function this afternoon. Cupcakes? Ah, twist my arm. I'll save you one. I save one for you when we meet later. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to the party store quickly. We got a bit of money to spend. So let's get a battle graph. Defense, prevent attacks, damage for this. Okay. At the end of your turn, gain defense equal to any adrenaline you have. Or we could get this one, Wretched Jar. Whenever you draw 6 or more cards, Man, we have Essos actually getting adrenaline, which is the problem. Negotiation cards, perhaps. Negotiation badge. Brain barrage. Whenever you play 3 multiplied cards in a row, deal 4 damage to an random argument. Whenever you gain dominance. Whenever a friendly argument destroyed, deal 2 damage to a random opponent's argument. Okay. Okay, let's see what he has for sale, if there's anything worth picking up. Shield. That's actually a pretty powerful card to get. Sealed all friendly arguments until the start of your next turn. That's a pretty powerful negotiation card. And we can get it reduced. Yeah, let's grab that. And then let's remove a negotiation card. We've got quite a lot. Let's... What do we want to pull out? Number of them are used up on usage, so they're not actually. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's go here quickly. Which one do we want? If we can only get this one, really. Yeah, let's grab that. Because we do have things that give us adrenaline. And having additional defense is always useful. Let's go to the Mattel shop quickly. What do we want to grab? Flourish gain. Skipping card draws, gain additional sills, restoring additional health when eating, restoring additional resolve when drinking. These are very powerful. Restoring additional health when eating is quite nice, but I really want something. This one is very good as well. Getting our flourish to go quicker, getting our flourish to go quicker as well is very powerful. Let's get ones which basically restore additional resolve when drinking. So we save money that way. No florists has been unlocked. Okay. So we're all good in the hood. And then there's the ambush, but let's end it for today, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Griftlands, and we are honing in. I think we're not too far off the end of the game. I think it's like 4 to 5 days to play through the story of each character. So we're about half of the way through. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Griftlands. I'll see you all again next time. Like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Goodbye.